Hi, my name is Serena McDonald, and this is my Module 3 Consumer Reflection. Within this last module, I felt that I've been able to relate my purchases more to the concepts that were shared with these chapters, and I'm excited to share them with you. So, I have noticed a difference in the amount of birthdays I've had to celebrate this month, and I had to make different purchases because of that. Now, birthdays are more than just celebrations. The term task definition is used in this situation because it is the reason consumption is happening. In this specific situation, it was one of my best friend's 21st birthdays, and since there's a relationship between the receiver and I and the occasion, this can be seen as a specific task definition. Gift giving can be stressful as it reflects how well you know the person, and it was important for me to listen to what my best friend talks about, whether it is a want or a need, as a gift, because it symbolizes our relationship. So usually I am not a energy drink type of person. I don't think the ingredients in them are that great for you. I usually am more of a coffee type of person, but I'll drink Red Bull on certain occasions. And ritual situations occur when a certain type of behavior is repeated over time. For example, holidays and certain cultural events could tie into certain consumption patterns that repeat every year. Now, for me, in this situation, I always buy a Red Bull for myself to drink before going out for my best friend's birthday. It's been a yearly, almost like tradition. And it just become a ritual occasion because it's a tradition to stay out and stay up for a long time in the night. And usually I need energy. So that is a ritual situation for the consumption of Red Bull. So oftentimes I'm attracted to shopping or going to a place that physically presents a certain type of environment, um, something that is visually appealing and sells something that I like. And the company Chicken Salad Chick does a great job at presenting that. I found when I go in there, there's like a quirky 2000s cafe look, and the atmosphere from the music to the paint color on the walls presents a feeling of nostalgia that influences me to keep going back there. It's not only the chicken salad that makes me go back there. Um, and the overall image of the company, it just gives a suburb feeling, and it's just a really cute, aesthetic, attractive place. And it's just physical surroundings in consumer behavior makes a huge difference as it influences people to go back to a certain place, or it just, does that for you. So, as a college student that works for Ulta Beauty, it is often very easy for me to buy all my cosmetic related stuff from Ulta. And since I have the opportunity to try out many different products I work with, I have built relationships with certain brands that I enjoy using. With skincare, hair care, makeup favorites I've curated, I often don't go for alternatives. I usually just stick to the same things, purchasing the same thing. Now, in this situation, I had a really good employee discount event going on and decided that it's time to stock up on my favorite items. Now, overall, I was in and out of the store really quick because it was just a really easy purchasing decision for me. And that's kind of the same example as nominal decision making, because usually when you have something you prefer, you end up just going back for it and not choosing alternatives. Now, in the last slide I just discussed that I worked at Ulta Beauty, I am buying a lot of cosmetics, and something I've started taking a lot of care in is like skin health and prioritizing putting sunscreen on before going outside. And as summer is approaching and my family and I have a trip planned to go to the Bahamas, it is important that I got a good sunscreen. Now, evaluative criteria in this situation kind of plays a role because I was looking for specific ingredients within the sunscreen. Like, I did not want to get stuff that could be potentially harmful to the environment and potentially harmful to my body. Um, and in this situation, I was looking for something that was reef safe and does not contain oxybenzone, as it's seen as something that's potentially harmful. And when searching in the new store, I quickly would look at the top of the listing of active ingredients on the back to figure that out. This concept relates with my purchasing decision because I closely evaluated all my options and narrowed them down by different benefits to my specific problem. So, technology has changed the way consumers shop, obviously, and now there's more convenience and options with what we want to buy. And I decided on this day when I wanted to splurge out on buying a mesh shirt and a belt. Um, it was all because of the reasoning that I planned to go to a concert that was out of town. And since the plan to go to the concert was so last minute, I needed like the quickest option. And also with being so busy with school and working two jobs, like I prefer online shopping. It is just so much more easier. And Amazon has so many benefits. And while I was shopping, there was like a few contenders that made me want to purchase from Amazon, and that being better pricing, free shipping, and then just the overall convenience. And the two items that I had ordered came within 2 days, they were great quality, and it just influenced me to keep on that online retailing. So mobile retailing is another form of online retailing that I often take part in. Most of the time, mobile retailing requires a consumer to download an app for the brand or company they're planning to buy from. And two major benefits I reap as a consumer is the incentive form of downloading an app and the benefit of buying online and picking up in store. Now, specifically in this purchasing situation, I had just finished working and decided that I didn't want to go into Target to get groceries. I was just really tired. So I ordered the items off the app and picked them up in the front. Something I realized when purchasing these items is that the in-app prices were a little bit cheaper than the in-store. And the benefit of mobile retailing is that it creates a relationship between the consumer and the user, and both benefit out of it.